what's going on, everybody? I didn't try to start too early. Hopefully, I didn't throw everybody off by starting a couple minutes early. I mean, I'll give
Or
people time to
yes,
I'll give people time to get in. Um, yeah, the purge mod. I mean, Demilin sent me a link to Bogan's review of the purge mod, which I was already explaining before on the last show where I showed the purge mod that if you bought the brass version, it's really easy to accidentally make it fire. But after I only had the day I showed it on the stream. That was like the first day I had it, so I didn't have any time to. Wow, I need to log into. It looks like I need to fix Nightbot, but whatever. Anyways, I didn't have time to check the mod out and stuff. And there's some things that I noticed that made me want to check it further. I'm probably gonna have to do this all again after everybody shows up. But yeah, the purge right here, and I have the black version, so I don't have the brass one that's so easy to fire by accident. But what's up, dinner? How you doing, man? Bring
hold
back,
on.
bring out.
Babe,
Yeah, I can
what'd you
hear
do
you.
with my keys?
They're right here. Why?
Steve has them.
Why do they
Then
need?
why'd you come up here?
Yeah.
This child seriously had me pulling everything out of my purse and went, "Your keys are downstairs on Steve's desk." Then why did you come up here and go, "Can I have your keys?"
Hey, timekeeper. Yeah, that's them.
They're going to give
It is a
something.
QP mod, dire thing. What did I say? It wasn't a QP mod.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's Q.
think
It's a
so.
QP mod called the Purge. But the main thing that made me go, wait a minute, something's not right. Yeah, Grim arced his on camera. Wow. If I leave a battery in this sitting overnight or like maybe 2 days, I find that my battery is completely dead. Okay. That should not happen. I could see it being a problem on the brass one if it's accidentally firing and you don't know it, but on the black version, that paint should keep it from making contact, right? Should, technically. But I'm gonna show y'all now what I'm getting and why there's an issue. Now, I know QP Design is supposed to be making either a whole new version of the mod or a new top cap for this mod that's completely Delrin, which will
Oh,
do
because you
away with
called
that
it
issue.
a purge. You called it the purge mod.
Did I say purge? Oh my god. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. It
that's
is the
literally what
Prey. The Prey mod. Why did I call it purge?
I don't
Purge,
know.
I'm sorry.
Because it's
This is the
purging all your
Prey.
battery
This
life.
is the
All right.
Prey mod. It
Okay,
is
the
purging my
title
battery.
to the show says purge.
It does?
It
Oh my
does.
god. Let me try and fix that.
Fix your shit, Scuba. All right.
I
Why do I look so
swear,
blurry?
why did I put purge mod? Let me
I
see if I
don't
can
know.
fix that. The Prey mod. I totally screwed that up. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. I didn't. Hey, I'm old. There. The title should be fixed. If you refresh it now, it should say the
It
Prey mod.
started with a P.
It did start with a P,
Prey.
but no, that's different. Yeah, I know that he put a 30 millimeter on it auto fired, but there's more problems than that. Let me get down here and show y'all what's going on. If I take this RDA off, now it may not show up now, but there was a black ring right here on my atomizer. You can see where it was, which means this little seal that they have here is actually wearing out really fast. But I'm like, why is my battery dying? I did not fire this, so it should not be. Why is the focus going in and out?
He mentioned it this morning. He's like, I just put this battery in and it's dead already.
Let me fix the freaking focus, because this a 920 you'd think would focus, but no. It's like, no, I don't want to focus. I want to do what I want to do. I'm going to manually focus. There. Is that better? So now that I have it in the right spot, so what I decided to do is check if I'm getting any voltage leakage, you know, going in between here. And this is painted. You shouldn't be getting any voltage. So I got my meter. We're going to check this now. Obviously, I can get positive just by touching the top of the battery here. But let's go down to the really low volts. But if I just touch the positive on the battery here, and y'all can see this, right? Touch over here on the side, which I can't see right now.
Well, now, because you just blocked the
hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this where y'all can see it.
Get your big old man paws out the way.
My big man paws are in the way. Sorry. See, I'm getting like a 0.5 volt pull right now. Shouldn't be getting anything. And that's a constant pull on this battery, and I shouldn't be getting anything at all. That's over 0.5 volt. Why? Through paint. I don't see how that's even possible. Now, sometimes if I hold this just right, I'll get more. I'll get the full 4.2 volts, which that's even worse in my, you know, depending on where I'm touching it at. But that half a volt just sitting there with the battery in there, right there, that the black should not be, it shouldn't be conductive.
Oh,
see,
now
that's
it's going
almost
up.
1 volt right there. It's going up. So what's happening is my battery is constantly draining from just sitting there. It's just sitting there, and there we go. There's 1 volt right there. And it's just steadily going up. Why? Why is it going up? 1.1 volts.
DeMillan wants to know, could it be from the switch?
No, the switch itself is not even making contact. I think this whole top right here needs to be redone, which is what I think QP Design is going to do anyway. I mean, you can sit here and inspect the bejesus out of the switch, but it's
Jonathan
just
says take out the battery and measure it in resistance mode.
in resistance mode. That is a good idea, Dire Thing. I will do that here in a second. So if it's making a dead short, we'll be able to tell. Let's do that next then. Battery's out. Make sure this is all the way in first. There we go. Now that's all the way in. That's going to be kind of hard to do. I'm going to have to touch inside here where that brass is and then touch over here on the paint. But we can do it. This is my, nope, this one. So when these two touch, it should beep. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
Yep, barely, but we can hear it.
I can't. Oh, I can't hear a thing. I literally, with this noise canceling, I can tell by the meter though. So if I'm touching right in here, right here, I got nothing. I know y'all can't see, but I'm getting nothing now. So the switch itself is okay. If that was making continuity, it would be beeping right now. And see, it's just sitting there. Because when these two touch, that thing drops like that. But now when I put a battery back in there, it changes the whole game. Where did I just put the battery? Oh, there it is. Get in there. There we go. Positive. Negative. Wait a minute. Okay, I was touching the side. My bad. Try this again now. I can't. Yeah, I'm still getting a 0.5 volt. When I was touching the side, it was showing. But as long as I'm dead in the center, I'm not touching anything else. And then I touch over here on the black. I'm getting a 0.5. There's the 1 volt, 1.1 volts. There should not be anything right there. Nothing. Zero. Yeah, it's just a bad design on this top part, DeMillan. I mean, this Delrin ring is supposed to stop that. But yeah, it's like Bogan was showing. If you put a 30 millimeter RDA on here, it completely bypasses all that. And you're touching pretty much positive to ground. That's why it does that on the brass version. If yeah, the people that don't watch it, Cloud Chucker, it is scary. I must admit, though, the site that I bought this from had a very clear warning on their website. Hey, if you buy the brass version of this, blah, 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 there's a possibility it could fire. Don't let any key, don't put it in your pocket, blah, 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 blah. It is rare, Frankenmiser. It is rare, but I mean, it's something you guys should know about. I mean, and it's not just this mod. There's other mods that are made that way, especially mech mods. I mean, you're basically talking positive, negative.
So what I just said that you couldn't hear because I forgot to unmute myself is on the bright side, it wouldn't last very long because it's constantly draining your battery the whole time.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, if I just put the atomizer back on here, which I'll show you, it's not firing, but there's such a low draw that I'm constantly losing battery power. So if I let this sit here, tomorrow or the next day, it'll be completely dead. It should not. Yeah, it's still there, DeMillan. It'll drain my battery completely dead. So you don't want to leave a battery in this mod because it's going to drain out and you're going to be completely empty. Bad. What's up, Wally? If we get a new top cap, now the other thing that could happen, this is what I suggest if QP Design happens to watch this, which they will not, but this is the easiest fix. Get a Delrin washer that covers this completely. Okay? From a 30 millimeter Delrin washer that completely covers this whole ring, screw your atomizer down, you got no problems after that. Because there's no way it can make connection through that Delrin ring. That's the cheapest fix. I think anybody that owns one of these mods, QP Designs should send
like
that out
Delrin
for free.
Disc that just sits on top.
That's it. That's all you need. I mean, now the only downfall to that, it would have to be really thin because you don't want to make the Delrin washer so thick that the atomizer no longer makes connection, right? So you can't make a real thick one, but one that's thick enough that's going to keep this thing from touching. I mean, I could almost do it with something here, just a piece of plastic or something. Let's just do a test.
Of course, they both, Dire Thing and Demon Hunter, said that's not going to solve the continuous battery drain.
Yeah, well, that's true. It won't solve it unless they so they do need to change this whole top out for Delrin. Because I could get a piece of electrical
drain the
tape.
battery continuously though.
Because it's still getting connection somehow. I don't know how from here to here. And
no, we're not having him blow himself up tonight.
No, we're not going. Yeah, we're not going to blow up tonight. Let's see what happens if I just do this. I just put a hole in a piece of electrical tape. This is really very rudimentary right here.
Demon Hunter says, "Is there an insulator on the inside of the top cap of the mod?"
Yeah. Let me show you.
Dire
inside
Thing
here.
says, "Use a deck with no coils and use your meter on the deck."
Deck with no coils. See the insulator inside there? That white insulator? So, I mean, technically it shouldn't be able to do what it's doing, but it is.
Hey, dumb one.
I just want to see what this is going to do if I, obviously this is not going to change much. I'm not going to be able to tell the difference right here. Besides it maybe not running my battery down completely. That's a pretty janky fix right there. Pretty janky.
Yeah, no, it's not cheap at all. Bella, what are you eating? Don't eat stuff out of the bathroom, you weirdo.
You know what? It's not firing now. Oh, there it goes. Okay, never mind. That works pretty good. Yeah, there's no way, because if I check it like up at the coils, it doesn't show any resistance at all. We're gonna do that again though. Go back to the build cam. See if we're getting any voltage through there whatsoever. I'll go down to low marks here. Y'all can't see this though because I get in the way. See, there's nothing. That's positive, negative right there all day long. Nothing. But down on the mod itself, I get resist. I get voltage. Even on the coil, yeah, nothing. And we can go for the dead short meter. Has a slight reading, but not. That's not dead short. Not beeping, right? You don't hear any beep.
Our thing said coils would pull the voltage to 0 for that meter.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I need an RDA with no coils in it. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Do I have an RDA that doesn't have any coils in it? I mean, besides me, whoa, sound just kicked back in. Let's take these coils out and see what happens. I mean, why not? I'm not going to actually fire it. I mean, all in the interest of science, right?
Sure.
Apologies to Purge for putting their good name on there. I'm going to tighten these back down because I don't want any chance that. Now this is with a piece of tape on there. We'll
says,
see
do
what
I
happens.
have an RDA with no coils? Really? Only about 150 of them.
I'd have to search though. Most of them all have coils in there, unfortunately. What are we going to do? Let's do voltage. There's that half volt again. No, it just went down some, 0.2. Yeah, there should not be any voltage going through that right now. What's up, Jazzy? I'm literally not firing it, but I'm holding positive and negative, and I'm getting voltage going through there. There should not be any voltage at all, which means there is a leakage problem of voltage somehow, and that's with a piece of tape in between this thing. They need to change out the whole top cap. That's just all it is to it. The fire button's fine. There's nothing wrong with the fire button. It's just
Very nice, Jet.
Oh, you got one, Jazzy? Good on you, man. Put the broken probe in one of the screw slots. I can do that. That's a good idea there. Yeah, I got the broken probe. You got that one dead on the money there, Dire Thing. I don't know where my other probe lead went, but this works fine.
Dire Thing says 0.02 volts comes from your hand. Do not touch.
Oh.
You're electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Sorry.
.10 is all I'm getting off there now. Now I want to try this without the black tape on there also and see what happens. The E-juice is transferring, you think? Explain to me why my battery goes dead if it sits here, though. That's what I want to know. Why is my battery going dead? Now I'm going to take this tape off and see if that changes anything. I really screwed that down in there.
A little bit.
See, this is a 28mm, which should technically stop right here on this Delrin ring. There should not be any kind of leakage, battery leakage going on right there. Make sure that's on there good. Okay. I'm not touching it anywhere. Should I be getting 0.13? I'm going to make sure that's not touching. That's very minimal, but it's still some. There shouldn't be any. It should be 0. It should be like that. When I touch this,
I'll
Are you gonna
grab one
say
of your other
that's
mods and
e-juice?
and check with that too.
It'd
For
have to be
comparison
another mech
purposes.
mod, right?
Right. You've got some of those. Where's your big club?
A big club? No, I don't.
Black one. Not the.
Oh, there it is. Try it with it. I got the big Mage V2.
Wally wants to know if you tried to turn the battery over.
We can try that right now. Even with the battery the other way, it was still making my battery go dead. So I don't see that changing it. That is better though.
A lot better.
It's actually showing negative now. That's weird. See, you would think but it tells you to put the battery in with the positive going up. The problem with that is, see the way the insulator is down there? I mean, either way it's going to touch. So I would rather have it at the bottom because that's where the vent holes are. See? I would rather have the positive at the bottom. I'm going to do another test. Yeah, I had the negative. I've tried it both ways, Dom Long, but I haven't checked to see if my battery will go dead with the battery upside down. With the positive pointing down, maybe my battery won't go dead. If that's the cure, I will run it that way. Definitely showing better, that's for sure. No question. Let's take this big Mage mod and see if we get any kind of same deal going on. Now this mod is a stacked, and I don't feel like destacking it right now.
The dire thing says that was in response to you saying it went negative because it's upside down. So your polarity reversed. And DeMillan says the cure is to return it and get your money back.
That's the cure. Yeah, DeMillan's always got the cure, right? So now if we measure this one, I gotta take that negative lead back out of the thing. I've never had problems. Well, Big Cod, thank you for the $2.99, bud. We're on voltage still. I can't. This is way too close to the camera. I apologize. Let me see if I can get anything. This one is showing 0. I'm touching the positive. Wait, am I even touching the positive? Now I am. 0. And 0.01.
Well, is that you touching the metal?
That's me. I was touching it. Dadgummit, my fingers was touching it. There we go. 0. If my fingers touch it, it goes up. Watch. I got to keep my fingers off of it. Yeah. If I'm not touching it, it stays at 0. Oh, this mod here needs to have way more testing than I can do.
You can't test the Pacifica, Richard, because the rare earth magnet in the bottom of the button is snapped in half.
Yeah, the rare earth magnet's bad on the Pacifica, unfortunately. Somehow they snapped together and busted themselves. All right. Anyways, that I want to see if this is going to go dead now. Let's check the voltage of the battery. I'll just tell y'all what it is right now. Because I've literally only fired that mod maybe 4 or 5 times. I need to turn the meter up a little higher. That was pegging it out. I'm at 4 volts right now. 4 volts. I didn't swap batteries, did I? Because that's not bad. But if I put the coils back in here and let this thing sit, it should the battery should drop it down to 0. At least that's what it was doing. Whether it does it again or not, especially with the battery pointing down, I don't know. I'll have to test that. I'll let you guys know, though.
I think so, Dire Thing, but
Dolores,
don't
ain't that the
have
truth?
many,
I'm having
so.
bad luck, so you guys don't have to have bad luck. Yeah, they're just ring magnets, Dire Thing. They're round neodymium magnets,
Finish
but
it.
getting the right size is the hard part.
And
Once
getting them installed again.
Oh, I can install them. That's easy. It's just finding them. If you can find them, I'll throw them in there, no problem. Let's see what this does. Woo! This mod don't play. It's series, though. It don't care. It's going to fire hard. I really think that QP is going to come out with a fix for this. I don't think it's got anything to do with the switch. It's all in that top cap. If they can come out with a top cap that completely seals off the rest of the mod from everything else, they'll be good to go. The Hyperion. I remember that. They messed up. Yeah, I don't doubt that. They're chunk.
Dom Long says it might be the RDA. Hi, Cherokee.
It might be the RDA. I don't see how it would short out. That would be really hard. Considering they got a Delrin block in there, a peak insulator, it looks like. It separates the positive and the negative side completely. But hey, you never know. Maybe it's got an issue. I don't have the squonk pin in there, so the juice is not getting down through the 510 or anything like that. Just a word to the wiser. I like the mod, though. I do still like the mod. It's just, it's not one of those that, the average Joe should go out there and buy and then, walk down the street and decide to throw this mod in their pocket. Even the painted version, I would be iffy about that, because you might end up firing it in your pocket, and that would burn a lot. I think they got more violators in stock. They do. At QP, I can't believe I'm sitting here. Hey, but QP Designs has the violator. The Prey mod is the only thing I've ever even seen a problem with. Everything else that QP has made has been great. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the Gaia, but everything else has been great. So, I mean, everybody's got to have a hiccup sometime in their life, right? There you go. They should be taken off the market.
This is almost empty. Ready
DeMillan, until they fix the problem,
rebuilt.
I agree. It's not something that, I mean, people that just run out and buy it. Now, I think it would be
it's
worse.
one of the more expensive ones, so not a whole lot of people have them. That's
exactly what I was going to say. It's not one of the mainstream mech mods that people are going to, like, say the heavy hitter or something like that. Everybody's just going to run out and buy. So people that are really probably a lot more in the vape game would be the ones that buy the Prey mod over just an average user. So I'm guessing that everybody that did get one has smarts enough not to get messed up by it.
Well, I mean, what they should do is they need to put a video on their website too.
Yeah,
and
John,
really
the clapping coils are easy.
People.
Wrapping the alien back on can be hard. If there's that many issues with the mod, needs not be used or sold. Brian, it's my main, okay. The whole thing with it is, I know that, the brass version, if you just touch something against the side, it'll fire, right? That I'm safety aware of, not a problem. The battery draining, though, that was killing me, man. I'm like, I just put that battery in there. I hit the mod like twice. And then I don't know if it was the next day or the day after I went to hit it and it was completely dead. And I'm like, how is it dead? That was a fresh, brand new battery. What the hell? I mean, that was one of the Mala sales I ain't even had a month now. And I'm like, why is that battery dead? And somehow voltage is leaking. making it to the coils, I guess, and slowly, you know, it's not heating up. It's not enough voltage to heat up the coil, but it's enough to drain your battery. Any kind of battery drain will drain your battery. The same way you leave a car light on in a car, you're going to drain the battery eventually. How much a battery drain depends on how fast your battery goes dead, though.
Oh, did they Frankenmeiser? Okay.
QP Scuba Edition. It guarantees dead batteries on the shelf, even on a mech. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to rebuild my violator tonight because it did fire because I was trying to carry too much stuff in the house and I didn't bother locking my mod. So it did fire in my pocket. So there you go. That was because well, this mod normally wouldn't fire, but I had two mods in the same pocket because I had my pockets full and it was pushing against the fire button.
I couldn't even
So
carry
it was
10
firing.
bucks in cash in my pocket because it kept squirting out and falling on the floor. But he can fit 2 mods, his keys, his wallet. Women's pockets are a fucking
Women's
joke.
pockets do suck. I got to give you that. They suck. Well,
It's
it
not.
is in
It's
the
a.
board
It's
that
a.
is allowing it to happen.
It's a mech board. No, a mech mod. Mad mod.
Yeah. Oh,
There is no board.
Brian.
It's
Yeah. I mean,
just
as far
a straight up hybrid mech mod.
the mech mod that we were talking about, the Prey is Now this is something different. This I was talking about. This one fired in my pocket because I had too much crap in my pocket. But the mech mod, this has no board in it. This is straight up. I can take it all the way apart if you want. There's no board in there.
It's just a tube.
Just a tube.
Inexpensive leaky tube.
My Abyss is still working. The only issue I have with this Abyss now, the other one had a lot of issues. I got to say that what's the name of that company? My vPro? My vPro? I think it's My vPro.
I don't know.
They stepped up. They gave me a full refund on the other one, so I didn't have any problems. If you pull the top and bottom off the Prey, do you get continuity through the tube? I would hope so, Dire Thing. It's just brass with black paint over it. But I can check it. Not a problem. Go back to the build cam again. We're going to figure out what makes this mod tick sooner or later, won't we? Take the top part.
Peter wants to know, did you clean the threads?
I mean, this mod is brand new. I do have a little bit of e-juice on this top section right here. That's about it, though. His phone's ringing. Yeah, this is all brass. If I don't get continuity through that, then I definitely got some issues going on. So let's just check up at the top here and at the bottom. Yep. That's definitely getting continuity from the top to the bottom. Touch.
He said that's not what he meant.
Oh, what do you mean? The side fire switch should not have connection, should it? The side fire switch, what it does is it goes and pushes against right here. So if you see when you push this fire button, it pushes against here, goes through to here. So it's making connection that way. Your positive is just the battery itself. Unless you have the battery in reverse, then it's positive going the opposite direction. But yeah, I mean, even if I clean this completely off, which you can tear this thing.
Is there continuity through the switch when it's not pressed? I don't know how you would figure that out.
I can check. I put this cap back in. Clear here. And then touch the bottom. No continuity that way. Now let me try pushing the switch. Yeah, when I push the switch. So that's working correctly. That's exactly what it's supposed to do.
All right, so it's not that.
I'm just, the main thing that was puzzling me is why is the battery voltage? Why am my battery going dead? You know, battery shouldn't go dead unless it's drawing current somehow. That thing is in there, man. Guess I can just do this, huh? I'm gonna go clean this off.
No, I gotta
Even
pick.
though there shouldn't be any problems. The insulator's still in there. There's no dings, cuts, or anything inside there. But I just want to get the little bit of e-juice that's off right here, just in case that's an issue. I'm gonna clean that off of it. All right, now we got that all cleaned off. Make sure this is clean also. Got to make sure this is not got any water in. Pretty sure this comes apart. I've never tried to take it apart, but doesn't feel like it does. Maybe it just pops off. Man, that is on there. If it does come off, I can't get it off. Oh, yeah, that's not unscrewing. A bit more water. All that out of there. Here.
I've been muted the whole time.
You can.
Scorp
Yeah.
says, "Is this the Prey? It doesn't blow up mod."
Yes, this is the Prey. And you can see that switch only goes in, 4 different ways because it has these slots right here. So you can't just like throw this switch in any kind of way. You got to turn it until it catches these slots, then it slides down in there. All the way down in. 30mm ring back on there. Boom. Let me throw this positive side down, which seems to be helping this a lot. Check some voltages and stuff again. I'm going to set it on that mark just to safer side. Oh, that's with my finger touching it. It doesn't do it with the battery facing down. Let me face the battery back up and see what it does.
Yes, DeMillan, you're bad.
Oh.
We're not doing sparks.
I was getting almost 4 volts then. There's the 4 full volts. 4 full volts. 4 full volts. If I can get it in the right spot here. Wait a minute. That's because, was I touching the damn side there? Let me try and not touch the wires. This is hard to do. And see it at the same time.
He is from Georgia there, Wally. You never know.
Getting anything this way. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can at trying to keep the thing from touching in there, but you know.
John Q says there's going to be sparks. Sweet. No, no sparks. We're not doing sparks.
No, yeah, I don't want sparks. Sparks would be bad. I have this turned up a lot, you know, on regular 1 volt intervals. If I turn it down some, we'll probably see something. Where it's set at now, probably won't see anything. Come on, get in the hole.
Now that they're chanting, we want sparks. We want sparks.
I would have to scrape the paint off my mod if you wanted to see sparks. I would.
Tim Milton says put a 30mm on it and see if it auto fires.
It would work if I had the brass version. Jeez. Because I didn't boil my batteries properly.
No, you're supposed to boil the cotton, Scorp, not the batteries.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Y'all remember that? Obviously, y'all remember that. You got to boil your cotton and then leave it sit out in your house wet. So all the germs in your house can attack your freshly boiled cotton.
Pretty much. All right, we're going to put a brand new build in here. You know what? I can't. If I do that, then we won't have enough wire to do your Addy. So I'm just going to take out.
You don't have any pre-made coils already?
No, I make my coils. I don't have proper coils, sending me coils or anything like that. So
I thought we had.
We have wire, coils. Yes, but I don't have enough to make this and yours and
I thought I thought I had coils somewhere around here.
Maybe you do.
I don't know where they're at. Who's Bella barking at? She's borking. Well,
or something, I guess.
They must be. I didn't clean used cardos with alcohol either. Now I did boil those just because that's the way to get all the old juice out of it. And then I laid them on some aluminum foil and baked them fuckers in the oven to dry them back out. That actually worked pretty good.
Did what? You baked something on aluminum?
He said he used to clean his cardos with alcohol.
Oh.
I never did that, but I did boil those to get all the juice out of them. And then I laid them on aluminum foil and baked them in the oven to dry them back out. Which actually worked, but it was more trouble than it was worth.
I am firing this, by the way. Don't think that the mod just started magically firing by itself. Smells like I left a little bit of cotton in there. That'll fix it. Trying to make sure I got that one's a little close. Get that fixed. Still hot. That's better.
I never boiled cotton. I didn't have time for that crap.
Time for that.
Well, yarn I could understand, but I wouldn't use yarn anyway. But yarn does not come in prepackaged plastic bags. It's laying in a big bin with people touching
that one was not tight.
And it gets kicked on the floor. And
there we go.
I don't know, Dire Thing, but that wouldn't work either. So I remember the peaches and cream.
I'm gonna let that cool off just a second before we put some cotton in there. I guess I could have turned the light on. Would that help?
Probably.
There we go. All right. Well, there's my other tweezers. I was looking for the sharp ones. Muji cotton over here. Muji everywhere. Thought, was it Mick that just got a mech mod? He did. He got that, Antok or something mod. It looked cool. He got Juma blue, and I was like, really? You had to get the blue one, man. It made me go look that thing up. I was like, no, that mod costs too much. I'm good. I mean, he did get a deal because it was the mod and the RDA, but I trying to pay that much for a tube, even though I did with this one.
That is a different battery, Peter. That was, I mean, the one he had in it this morning was dead. So that's a brand new battery.
Yeah. Bought batteries again, but I don't think that's going to do me much good.
I just remember when cotton first became a thing. I remember Dimitri said he couldn't use it because it hurt his lungs and made him have an asthma attack. And, you know, I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to vape that. I mean, that just seemed, well, and then you said you got to boil it. And I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. I'll just stick with silica. And then can't remember.
Yeah.
I think I went to a vape shop and they built it with cotton. And I'm like, this isn't that bad. And it seems to work way better. And I just happened to buy Muji cotton already to take my nail polish off. So I already had the shit in my house when that became a thing.
You don't really have to strum it out as much on RDAs because it's going to get the capillary action anyway, but I still like doing it because you just flow up a lot quicker. Even you know, spacing your coils definitely helps out a lot. I space out my coils on those RTAs that like they get choked out and they don't pull in the juice quick enough. I definitely space the coils on those. This has a nice, decent sized juice well, so I'm putting plenty of cotton down in there. Now, if I let this sit, I'm going to leave the battery in it upside down tonight. And I'm going to check it tomorrow to see if that battery is dead. If it is, I will make sure to let y'all know by next week. My birthday before next week? No, my birthday comes after that. So we're good. All right, so we're going to put some Nilla nuts on here because we know what that's supposed to taste like. Make sure the inside of this
Your
top
birthday is not this Sunday or next Sunday either. It's next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Okay. We got time. We got plenty of time. I would have a giveaway show, but we all know how my shipping policy.
The only way we're having a giveaway show is if we give away something I can buy at Amazon and have that shipped directly to people.
Right? Oh, we can do that. Maybe.
It's the only reason John Q got his cup and his bag of dicks is because I could ship it to him right from the website. I didn't have to do anything.
There we go. Now, I know I could put this straight down the center, but it takes forever for this thing to juice up that way. I see I can let it go through there, but it's going to go down. You got to wait for it to start soaking up through here, which could take a long time. Not so bad when it's already wet, but when it's straight from a dry RDA, yeah, you're going to be waiting a while. Maybe if I put less cotton, it wouldn't be that way, but
Cherokee says leave it outside. It could vent while you sleep and burn down the house.
You know, the very little bit of voltage that it does draw or was drawing, I don't think it's drawing any voltage with the battery turned upside down, which I don't think I have the battery upside down right now, do I? Because I tried it both ways, and I think I ended up leaving it pointing up. But I'm going to start using it with the battery down and see what difference that makes. So first of all, let's go ahead and make sure the battery is turned the right way, which it's not. Now it is. In there good. There we go.
It's weird though, is it's never seemed to auto fire. Like when it's sitting there, you
No,
don't,
it's not gonna auto fire.
it's not like slowly just vaping. You don't see little tendrils of vapor.
Yeah, you would
coming off it or
see like a
anything.
little bit of
Yeah.
just a little bit coming out like that, but it doesn't do that. All right, there we go. That should be good to go right there. Top cap back on. I can't tell where my airflow is. I think it's all the way open right now, actually. That's pretty open. I would not trust that mod. Yeah, DeMillan, if it catches the house on fire, we'll just
No, Katie, her phone is up here.
Your phone is up there, Katie.
I don't know how it ended up here.
Woo! That's a strong hit right there. Need a black battery in that mod. Peter, you are correct. I got a Gleesy. I don't know if I've got it charged right now, but it's a black battery. Or I could either just wrap it with a black wrap. The what do you call it? The Abyss came with black wraps, so I could actually make these batteries black. You can't. I mean, you can't really even see the battery. You saw I put a purple battery in there, right? You can't really even see it. And I know that's not going to be in focus at all, but let's see. And now you can see it. Holy moly. You really
can't see it.
You can't see the purple inside there? Come on. I see it. If it was black, you wouldn't be able to see it, though.
Why are you calling my child John Q? That's weird. Oh, yeah.
I look a little red, don't I? I might need to adjust my color on my camera. I haven't really messed with it since I first picked it up. Piece of black tape. Purple drip tip would look great then. Yeah, Cloud Chucker. I don't know how many times I got to say this. The reason that Bogan's fired as soon as he put the 30 mil on there is because he has the straight brass version. This one is brass with black paint on top of it. So the paint is what's keeping this from being conductive. If I put a 30 mil on here, it's not necessarily going to fire. Now, if it scratches down into the paint, yeah, it'll fire. But it's the fact that his is like pretty much the cherry bomber. It's just touching metal to metal. It's going to fire. So with the black one, you're a little bit protected, but I wouldn't trust it. This paint probably easily comes off, and it's just, yeah. Oh, you didn't even say you were coming. Okay. I got my noise cancellation on. Yes.
Just bringing it to you.
You just, she just, do it. Just do it. She just basically said, fix my stuff. Her intake, y'all ready to see some really nasty coils? Apparently the bot is okay now. Earlier it said, no, I'm not a member of the group, and now it's okay, whatever. Yeah,
it's
big
literally
ass
been 1 week.
It's been 1 week?
1 week since you rebuilt that.
Okay, let's see what you can do
and I have
in 1
vaped
week.
one flavor of juice, and it's that cereal shit that you built for me.
Just to show how hard Munchkin is on coils, this is 1 week of vaping.
I don't need your judgment. Just rebuild it.
So, yeah. See if this will focus better. Oh, I got the autofocus turned off. Duh. I forgot I manually focused the thing. Hold on a second. We'll get it in focus again. Configure. Such a pain in the butt to do 9 to 1. focus. Get it up here first.
It
There
tastes
you
like
go.
hammered shit, Wally. It's gross.
That's pretty gross. Now I got it back on autofocus. All
What's the name of that cereal stuff that you?
right.
That's what it
Surreal.
Surreal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it does to your coils. Now
Well,
I think the cotton is burnt on one side.
On a plus note, the inside of this tank actually is pretty clean. So the only thing that actually caramelized up this time was your coils. You can see how bad. Whoa, that's a little bit in the dark, isn't it? Those are pretty crusty, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's not like you completely.
Yeah,
like the last time.
The cotton looks burnt.
Yeah.
If you'd stop spinning it, I'd tell you what side it looks burnt on. The right side.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. It's not breaking in half though, so you didn't burn right through the cotton.
No, it tastes
It's
like
just that caramel, that really sweet juice is what was getting this.
Black tar heroin hose. I don't know. I didn't. That was a premix concentrate that did that.
Yeah.
Well, and I couldn't tell, okay, is the juice just tasting weird or is this burnt and it just tastes like burnt ass? It's not good.
I didn't even grab this. Why?
Because your tweezers are all jacked up.
Apparently.
That's why I gave that pair to the kids, because they were all jacked up. And they were all twisted. Couldn't grab whiskers with them anymore. Stop vaping Crisco. I think Crisco would probably burn a little cleaner than that.
If we can get this taken apart quick enough. Those are pretty crispy.
Burnt ass toast crunch. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh.
Okay, those are bye-bye now. I got to go wash this out because I'm not putting coils right back down into that crap. And I'm going to wash this out. Even though this actually looks pretty good, I'm still going to wash it out. I mean, that looks actually pretty good. But I want this clean before it has more coils put in there. Burnt ass toast crunch. That's it.
The only juice that I have too, I'm completely out of juice. I don't have any. Well, okay, I have this, which is that version of Beard 32. But last time I put some in a tank, it didn't really it doesn't taste like anything. But that could have been those coils. So, but I don't. This is very dark. I don't want something that dark. So I'm going to give myself a migraine by vaping his tougher cookie at 6 milligrams. Until I feel like dragging all the stuff out. And I want to, Higgy's has got her sale, right? So y'all, I don't know if y'all saw that, but Higgy's got all of her concentrates on sale. So I'm going to go order a shitload of those so I can make my own stuff. That's what we're going to do, is go shopping. When we get off the show, we're going to go shopping at Higgy's and buy a bunch of concentrates.
We are?
You can't hear me. Yes, we are. How'd you hear that? You didn't have your headphones on. Kitty, come here, bandit. Oh, they're playing.
I'm making sure I got this inside chimney section nice and clean. I mean, if you don't clean out the inside, looks like you use motor oil. Does it look better now? You don't get this chimney cleaned out, especially if you had some juice in there that was burning all like caramel type nastiness going through it. Yeah, you're gonna get a bad taste. You're basically just putting new coils in a rusty old tank. You don't want to do that. Make sure I got these open far enough.
No, I don't rewick. But when it starts to taste funky is when I give it to him to rewick it for me.
That I was doing. As long as I don't accidentally make the screws come out. Yeah, we're doing good.
What was that, Peter? Did I mix all of them into one shot? No, that was just one of them. That was the surreal. He dry burns when he rewicks, and when I rewicked it myself, I clean them off and scrape all the stuff off and rinse it all off. And
The focus
I
on this
vape all
920
day
is
long
sucking.
at work though, so I chain vape.
It's like trying to focus, then it goes out of focus.
It's
No.
probably confused because of the light shining.
That's
in the
not
middle of
enough
your desk. It
wire.
doesn't know what it's focusing on.
Please tell me I don't have to make more wire right now, because I'd have to stop what I'm doing. That's not enough wire.
There's this up here. It's got wire. I don't know where that came from.
May have to use that piece because wait. Nope, that's a short piece. I got 3 short pieces. Now I can make coils from that, but I don't want to mix them either. Oh, this is vertebrae.
There's a little container of
Focus,
coils
camera.
that I don't know where they went. They're probably on this desk somewhere.
Yeah, but I'll do that when you. There's another wire. Now I'm messing up my stream deck. Great. Okay, well, that's just going to stay out of the way for right now. It was sitting right over here. I had a really long strand. Remember, I made like 2-3 feet. I mean, I could make some more. It don't take long, but.
No, I don't let it sit, John Q. When it tastes gross, I hand it to him and say, rewick this. And if he doesn't do it, then I'll do it. But there's no reason to rewick if it still tastes fine.
Let's see here. How long would it take me to make some fresh new coils?
I don't know.
Well, without a vise, the vise is already up. Duh.
Yeah, I think those are the ones that I can't find, Dolores. Tell Katie her phone keeps ringing. Tell her to come get it.
Where's Katie at?
I don't know.
Tell her phone keeps ringing. It's upstairs. Please come get it. Your phone. Oh, Patrick's got the phone. She don't have it. That's the old Android. It shouldn't even be ringing. I guess it's ringing because of Wi-Fi. Turn it off.
I don't even know how to.
You don't know how to turn it off. The right side. There's a button.
I need a fingerprint or a pin to turn it off.
I can't tell you that. Here, I'll send it to you on Zoom. Jeez, man. There. All right. I can't find my other stuff, so we're just going to try to make some wire real fast. 36 gauge, 26 gauge. We're going to knock this out of the ballpark. It is exactly 9 o'clock. Let's see how fast we can do this. Just take a piece about 3 feet long or so. Good enough. Cut it. Take the 2 ends, put them together. I mean, if I try to show you all this on camera, it's obviously going to take longer, but we'll see.
Thank you.
There we go. Let's put together here. Let's put it a little bit more on camera right here. There we go. Y'all can see it now. Hey! 36 gauge right here.
See if he remembers.
See if I remember what. Yes, I did charge my drill. Meh. I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't charge my drill. I'd be in bad shape.
Pretty much junk.
That drill should. And you know, I got to tell you guys, I've noticed this over the last week. My vision has gotten a lot worse. Even my prescription glasses are not cutting it anymore. So I literally can't see what I'm doing. I can see that I have wire here, but as far as focusing, hell no. It's not going to happen. Here we go, gathering nuggets and hay, nuggets and hay.
What kind of nuggets are you
So
gathering in May?
this could take, you know, all day or just a few minutes, you know, depending on how tight you want the coils. It's easy doing it freehand, though. I mean, this literally knock it out of the park. Now, if I was doing aliens, it'd take a lot longer, which I was going to try to do this week, but we haven't had any time for me to even go through and make any to where I can say, okay, I'm going to put this on screen. So I don't even know.
No, you still got an hour. I'm going to be okay.
It's going to be a long piece of wire right here. At least I know exactly what's in this wire. I don't have to guess.
It's amazing how well that blocks out the sound. I can barely hear the drill.
Wow. Right now I can't even see what I'm doing. I made it past the light. So I'm literally doing this in the dark now. Getting close to the end. I got about 4 inches left. And 3 inches. 3 inches maybe? Right up to the end. And whoops, that's good enough. All right.
Good enough for government work?
I think so. Chop this off. Didn't take too long to make some coils. There we go. Done. And time. 4 minutes. Okay, there you go. 4 minutes. That's how long that
We were
took.
supposed to be timing you?
Yeah, I told you I started at 9 o'clock. I don't know about the seconds. You know, I probably could have done it faster, but I was trying to make sure the camera where y'all could see what I was doing. So let's see what it looks like if I did okay. Because the only way I'm going to be able to see it is on the build cam, just like you guys. I'm going to have to focus it. Let's see. Camera. We got to go through the camera settings again.
I don't think any of our eyesight is what it used to be. So you are with company, dear.
Oh, okay. We're all just a bunch of old vapors.
Pretty much, yes.
Well,
I'm looking for my mod. Yeah.
I'm in the dark. Hold on a second. Let's get this out of the dark. Let me try and focus on this now. Oh, it's you stupid thing. I unchecked the auto, I thought. Now I can focus.
No, you know it's a stupid thing. The stupid fucking battery charger. This is a stupid
It
thing.
looks good to me.
Speaking of, yeah, all our fucking batteries are dead. Because the
Why?
charger decides it just wants to stop charging.
This camera's not doing the wire justice,
for some
but
reason.
Your diabetes makes it better or worse. There you go. That's the truth. All right, so we got some wire now. We're gonna take the good old coily tool, wrap up a couple of wires. Let me go back to the build cam. I mean, not the build cam, the main camera. Let me get out of this screen where I can see what, and then y'all can just see me wrap this. So you know these are the coils I'm gonna be using. I didn't even straighten this out, but it should still turn out okay. 3mm, that's one wrap. That'll be the second. 3, 4. Ooh, that kind of twisted. 5, and number 6. Still looks okay though. I flip this around, slide it back on here. So I'm going to push this forward. Boom. Give it a little tug. That's it. That's one done. Wherever my clippers went, there we go. Let's clip this one. And that one. Setting the first coil down. Coil number 2. You too can make coils in 4 minutes, whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5.
But I don't have to because I have
6.
a scuba for that.
Yeah, I should have took my time and took the little twist out of this wire, but it's the coil master. Wow, the coil tool is kind of taking them out as you spin it around, so there's no big issue there.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
best way. Other way, shipping takes about 2 years from what I've heard.
Back to the build cam. Can't even see them on camera. There we go. Let's turn this back to this. There we go. There's the coils I just made. Move that out of the way. You know what millimeter we did on these? These have to be short.
I don't know. I
that's a
usually
little
do mine with
long.
3mm, so I don't.
3mm.
Oh, you meant the
No,
legs?
no.
I don't know.
Yeah. What 4 is looking like?
I'm not required to know those things.
Maybe 4.5. Yeah, I think 4.5 will be good. There's one.
It does literally years, Wally. It takes years.
There's number 2.
It's the only time we're shipping from overseas is quicker than your local shipper.
Both coils are in there. They're crooked, but that's because of the way they're made. As soon as I tighten these down and straighten them out, we're gonna do a super fast build today. That's what we're doing.
Tell Katie John Q is here and the baby has not made an appearance yet.
Probably gonna say the baby's asleep or something.
He wasn't asleep earlier.
John Q would like to see
Yes,
the baby.
I'm gonna be okay. It's an intake dual.
Oh, here comes the baby. Wait, let me get it on the main camera. There's the baby. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. Look at that
Well, that
smile.
looks like Katie.
Look at that smile. Did y'all see him smiling? You can't compete with this, Scuba? Oh, hey, look at, what is that? What is that? He is really like enthralled with lights and stuff. He's just all into that.
Where is the camera at?
The camera's right here. Hey, man. Hey, man. Give me a smile. There you go.
Billy, come on. Yeah, go ahead. No.
Isn't he a cutie pie? Yeah, he's
He's freaking adorable.
Hey, what are
What are you
you
doing down
for?
there?
What did I do? You gonna make some coils? You gonna make some coils? Not yet. No.
He's like, what is on your head? That's what he's looking at.
Oh, do I have some weird stuff on my head? How about now? Is that better? You like that better? Yeah, you like that better. He's like, I like it when you take that off your head. That's thank you for the baby appearance. That's one cameo appearance, you know.
Mhm.
We're gonna start charging y'all next time. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm getting this tightened up on here.
All right,
I'm
you
gonna
can go back to the building cam again.
Okay, back to the building cam.
Yes, because now it looks like John Q's looking at you going, who's a big
And-
boy? Who's a big boy?
Mick, I'm sorry. I didn't I wasn't trying to do I was just trying to hurry up and get this done. Normally I don't do it this fast. I apologize for going so quickly. I really didn't have to rush this, but I did. Why, I don't know. Mainly because it's Munchkins. You know, who cares about Munchkins RDA? I will slow down.
You did not just say that.
That looks janky. The coil itself. It's got that one twist in the back of the coil back there. That's
Well,
what
his
happens
mother
when you
takes
can't
after me,
see.
John Q. We have tiny heads.
When you can't see when you're wrapping coils. Well, actually, the only reason it did that is because I didn't take the twist out of the wire. Whoa, where'd my screen go?
Thank you, Richard. They must have kidnapped him from someone.
Okay. Let's see if this looks any
Be right
better, if
back.
I can get it to focus. Yeah, see, you can see that one twist in that one coil right there. The other ones came out okay. There we go. Let's see how she's going to fire up. If I can get them to glow up evenly. And Mick, you can definitely do this yourself. And my chat window is even. I need to catch up with chat. There we go. Now we're back going. Now let's focus in. See what she's got going on. Is this a new coil? Yes, it is. Wait, yes, it is. Have a nice day. Slowly burn these in a little bit. Hopefully on camera. I can barely see the coils. I'm gonna watch the television screen. Temp protect? Why is it in temp protect mode? Damn DNA mod. There we go, firing. Oh yeah, these need some strumming for sure. See that one, this one's lighting up quicker than the other one. Usually what I'll do is I'll fire these a couple times. Then I'm gonna go back and make sure my leads are tight, because if you don't have them tight, you're definitely gonna get, look at that, that one's loose. The wire kind of softens up a little bit after you fire it, you get it red hot. So you're gonna go back and double check all your posts to make sure they're tight. Then usually after that, why does this go out of focus all by itself? And now they're starting to fire correctly. Starting to. Not perfect yet. And you definitely want to get this worked out before you ever put cotton in there. See, that right side's hitting a little bit faster. So usually what I'll do is I'll pinch that side. It usually catches up then. Get even burn. That one's just a little bit fast. And I usually just, whichever one's fast, I'll give it a little squeeze. It usually makes the other side catch up. There we go. Just like that. Coils are messed up. Are they? Yeah, I got that one coil is a little, woo, that's hot. Is a little twisted right there, but it's not going to hurt anything. It's just, when I wrapped this wire, I didn't take any of the twist out of the wire itself, which this part is actually pretty smooth. It was the beginning that had the twist in it. My bad. It's in perfect focus. Thanks, John Q. It's trying to be, but it's, you know, messing up. Let me cool that down a little bit, because it is getting hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right, let's see if we got enough Muji. I think I got just enough for both these coils right here with a hair on it, which I'm about to pull that piece of hair off. There we go. I'm going to cut this right down the center. Should give me enough, I'm hoping, for both of these coils. If it's not enough, I'm going to have to get another sheet. Take the very outside layer off right here. Yeah, the C920 is what's facing down. Yes, correct. This is a C920. The face cam is up here pointing at me. The Elgato. How's the mic sound there, Mick? Can you hear it on the telly? Mick got a you would think he would have went out and bought an actual preamp, but no, he found some software that Bill suggested to him, and he actually got his volume up, and it sounds way better than what it used to. So, congrats on that, Mick. You got it going, and it's much easier for me to listen to now without having to turn my TV up to max volume to hear it. It was just too much before. So most RTAs, not all, but a lot of RTAs, very simple base rule. Depending on the deck itself, most of the time I can just basically put my scissors right up against the base of the deck and cut it right there. This side same way, all the way up against the base and just cut. And what you want though, you don't want a lot of cotton down here stuffed inside this juice channel. So if it's a little too thick, you can cut it a little bit further back. You also want to strum some of this out, which is going to, thin it out a little bit over here. But if it's too much, what I'll do, there's two ways you can do it. You can either cut this wick shorter so that it doesn't go so far down in the channel, or after you go down in the channel, you can back it back up some. Easiest way, obviously, if you get it too long, is just back it up some. Like if I take this and shove all this down in the channel, well, not shove, I completely coerce this cotton into that channel. Yeah, I don't think that's too much.
What happened to your camera?
What do you mean what happened to my camera?
You didn't move it back over, so you're like hanging out in the corner of your camera.
Oh, sorry. That was because, I was showing the baby. I was showing the baby. So you can see that the cotton's actually not coming all the way down here. If it was, what I mean by backing it up, if this would ever focus, is just lifting this up a little bit. Like that. But this is good. Not going to cause any. This side's strummed out good. Get all that fluffy stuff off of there. You don't want to be inhaling that when you try to vape. That would suck. The main thing you want to make sure of is that this juice channel at the top is completely covered and no holes right here. This focus is getting on my damn nerves. I honestly could focus this in manually and do better.
Just look at it.
Don't make me break out the old C525. I heard that the 920 has been discontinued. So if you guys were thinking about buying a Logitech C920 camera, which is this one, that's showing the RTA right now, I would get one now because the new one is the C922C or something. I don't think it's as good as the 920, but maybe it's better. I don't know. But yeah, they're phasing out the 920 now. So, all right, let me get this. Good Lord, that vise is stuck on there. All right. So now we're gonna take whatever juice she gave me. Did you bring me tougher cookie?
I did.
Tougher cookie. Tougher cookie. They have tough cookie and tougher cookie. All infamous juice right here. Has some of the best sweatshirts on the market right now in the vape game. I'll tell you that. Shake this up. I'm gonna tell you how long it's been sitting up there. This is another juice that's probably gonna clog up your coils, but hey, I'm with it.
Hi.
Let's paint a picture of juice on this thing. Let all this soak down into here. The main thing you want to make sure that gets absolutely soaked is the center of your coil. You don't want to even try firing this until you know that you have plenty of juice down in here, because if you fire this and it's dry, you're going to burn the center of your cotton and you're going to have a burnt taste from then on until you replace your cotton. So I make sure that the center of this is always completely soaked, especially on RTAs, because once you close this, you don't really have access to the coils after that unless you pour straight down the center hole. But wow, that smells good. That tougher cookie ain't no joke, man. That smells good. Yeah, still got some dry spots on the side here. I want all this soaking wet. But I don't want to cover this up while this is still spitting and sputtering. I think that's how Mick tells he's got a good vape, if it's spitting and sputtering when he first vapes it. But I don't, you don't want that. You want a nice smooth vape. Yeah, this is, oh my gosh. Who just made some cookies? Goodness gracious, that smells good. That's, wow. And it's 6 milligram. This is gonna mess Munchkin all up. Oh, you know what? I was about to have a total conniption fit. I thought I lost the top, and I thought it had rolled off and busted the glass again, but it's right here. I did not. You should have warned me though, because you know I'm ham-fisted and I like breaking stuff all the time. All right. Here's the top. Wow, that is so close. It actually focused? Are you kidding me? You go, camera. Sometimes it'll focus, sometimes it won't. We can actually see that really good, so I'm down with that. As long as the top don't bust open. This would have been a great shot for the VG, wouldn't it? Kersplash just everywhere. Scuba, you sent VG all over the keyboard and your scale and everything else. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, that is pretty well full right there to the top. That top cap, put top cap back on. We're good to go. Back to Vape Central. The baby's about to poop. I think the baby just got done pooping there, John Q. Oh my goodness.
I have to take advantage to eat my taco.
The who to what?
I had to take advantage so I could eat my taco.
Oh, you know, John Q's enjoy. He's like, oh, the baby's about to poop, and I'm like, no, the baby just pooped. You're fine. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna like this because this tastes really good. Except for the fact that it's 6 milligram, I'm getting a hell of a throat hit from this. What are the coils on them out to? Good question there. I'm gonna be okay. Right now they're showing 0.19, which usually when I wrap these, they come out between 0.2 and 0.23, and I'm showing 0.19 right now, but that could just be an iffy situation. Let me see if I can make it reread, see what happens. Check atomizer, check atomizer. Let's see now if it'll reread it. Oh, look at there. 0.21. 0.21. I don't know if this will show up. Give it a shot. There you go, right up in the top left. 0.21, which just went out of focus. But that's what it's showing, 0.2. Which, yeah, most of the time when I wrap these, I get, hello, Robert. I get 0.21 to 0.23. Normally it's right around 0.23. That is, to give you a better description, that is 26 gauge dual core with 36 gauge wrap. That is all Kanthal. I didn't use any stainless steel, although I do have stainless steel and all that. That's all Kanthal, 3 millimeter inside diameter, 6 wraps, dual coil. There you go. That's exactly how you get that. If you're looking for around the 0.23-ish range, I like doing that because even on a mech mod, it's not gonna fire it really hard. That ohms actually is probably gonna fire it a little bit too light. You probably want on a mech mod a little bit lower of an ohm. That is vaping something serious right now. I'm scared to look at my tank, honestly. Because like I said, this actually mine does not taste burnt. Yours did. So let's see after how long's it been since I've rebuilt the violator? It's been forever, hasn't it? And I got 30 minutes to fix it, and I think I can do that in 30 minutes. We're going to give her a shot. That's hilarious. Let's see if we can see down in there. Wait. Not really. Not with vapor still coming out. All right. Let's see what the violator looks like after, I don't know, a week or two without changing the coils. I'm guessing. I didn't build this last week, so it had to be at least 2 weeks old. It already got cotton sticking to it. Yeah, mine's kind of crusty. But it's more evenly rounded as far as the brown goes on the cotton over the way yours was, where it was black on one side.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, he is mad.
I'm gonna be okay. Says some say Canthol has the best flavor. Some say Nichrome. What do you say? The baby has opinions.
Goodness gracious. I'm gonna be okay. I think it's kind of personal preference. I think it depends on your. I don't really think it's a difference in the flavor. I think it's a difference as how fast your ramp up time is. Just like if you were to use, which I don't suggest, don't do that. Don't use titanium, but titanium fires really fast and cools down really fast. Same way with nichrome. Nichrome and stainless steel heat up really quickly. Canthol has a tendency to have a slow ramp period. Now, you can adjust that out by bringing your, either depending on what mod you're using, whether it has one of those pre-fire type deals where it brings the wattage way up and then comes back down on the DNA chips, or use a different type of wire. But I think it's more of a ramp thing that people are getting, oh, I get better flavor. No, you're just getting a warmer coil faster. That's all it is. Now, the build of the coil can definitely make a difference. You know, whether you're using fused Clapton, Alien, staggered fused Alien, stapled, confused coil, whatever you got there. But I almost threw my tweezers in the trash. Wow. These are flathead, aren't they? Okay, well. I like the fact that this has a postless deck. I was looking. That new Fat Rabbit, right? That Vic pretty much helped design, and then Hell Vape ended up releasing it under a different name and all that. I'm not here to talk about the drama of that, but I'm looking at that going, you know what the Hell Vape is? It's the Fatality just redone. I'm looking at the Fatality with its billet style deck and the billet style top cap and the dual airflow system. That's exactly what the Fatality has. Exactly. Where's the difference? They're the Fat Rabbit and the Fatality. They're the same thing. All right. Now I'm going to wash this off because there is a little bit of. This isn't bad, honestly, but I want it clean before I put more coils in there. And the Scion is ugly, but looks like it vapes good. Yeah, there you go. All right. Let me wash this off. She's muted because she don't really do the show. She just comes here. Are you going to talk?
I put the baby on the floor.
Okay. Why?
He's happy down there. Do you hear
say
him
so.
crying?
No.
And we're playing footsies now. He's got his feet stuck straight up in the air. So, but he's not crying. The cats are confused. They want to know why the baby's on the floor. They're like looking at me like I think you dropped something. He's just happy, just laying on the floor looking around. So who am I to deny a baby his happiness? What tank is that? The one he's redoing is, I think, the Violator. Yeah, all the cats are like, what the hell's the baby doing on the floor? You're confusing them. Where are you going? She just left and left me with the baby on the floor. Hell, baby's munchy skulls by Tuesday. They're all very concerned that your child's on the floor. I don't know what the deal was with that tank, because the only thing that I put in it was that
I
surreal
noticed
stuff,
something. I'll be right
and
back.
it just went gross real quick. It started tasting weird like 2 days ago, but I wasn't sure if, you know how with cereal vapes, after you've been vaping it for a while, it just starts to taste funky. I thought maybe that was it. That wasn't it. Because when he vaped it was like, oh, that's horrible. I'm like, okay, so it's not the juice. I guess it's close. It was gross. Yet he hasn't brought my tank back yet. Mhm. Can you hear me? And Dr. Pepper sent you there. We got 2 more 12 packs downstairs. You got the vapor tongue going on. I thought maybe that's what it was, but not necessarily vapor's tongue. Just, I was just getting too used to the
Okay.
flavor.
Even
What you
after
need to get
cleaning this,
It's some bad Santa. It's a blueberry candy cane. It's really good, especially
look at
when you
that.
stick.
I burned part of the insulator right here.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know how that happened on both sides.
On yours or mine?
This is mine. This is the Violator, but I don't know how that got burnt. I didn't even have the coils close enough to that to burn it. But it did. Luckily, it's not enough to, cause any kind of problem, but that's something to watch out for. We're putting new coils in there anyway, but yeah, I don't have any shorting issues. I'd probably just had the coil a little bit too close right here, and it decided, hey, let's burn that. Graham's apple pie and the peacemaker. There you go. All right, now this is the smoother part of this coil or wire, so I did not mean to give her the twisted side. That's just the way it worked out.
What do you mean the twisted side versus the smooth side? You gave me the fucked up part.
It's not messed up. Not really. 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 right there. What the other one you'll see on these coils that they're really smooth and straight. When you wrap those Claptons, the wire can twist, and I didn't take the time to go and straighten all the wire out. I was just in a rush, so that's what happens when you do that. Haste makes waste, right? That's what happened. I should be able to get another coil out of that. There's one coil there. Why is that not staying in focus? What is it focusing on? I mean, for real. It's not focusing at all. Is it? No, it can't be focusing on that. I'm going to fix it, though. I don't know why the autofocus decided, screw it, I'm done. Let's fix the focus to where it doesn't autofocus anymore, and then we won't have that issue anymore. There we go. Like that. As long as I keep that screen right here, it should stay in focus. soon as I move somewhere, it's going to look bad.
I think it's trying to focus on the
It's
reflection.
focusing on the table. You know what? I think you're right. Usually, Mick, I have a build mat and I've taken it off. I can put the build mat back up here now because my keyboard is now under my desk, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I may do that because the glare from the light is shining back. So you're getting this bad glare, number one. And number two, that mat is a lot darker of a color. Everything would show up better. I used
She
to
just
always
left
use
her
build mat.
child laying on the floor.
Yeah, she likes doing it.
He's content down there, though. Aren't
That's
you?
1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, and number 6 right there. No problemo. Coil done. Take the coil master, bump this up against there. Stuff rolls off the table here. Yeah, that's not enough to make another coil. There we go. I know that's not going to be in focus, but these are a lot better shape. Trust me. You know what? I can focus. Focus. Bouncing around. The camera's like can't even adjust to the right. It looks mainly like that. When I do like this, the camera's not getting the it's like throwing the picture off. That's not what the coils look like. It's actually really smooth. Maybe if I do it from further away. Why is that not? There we go. Now you can see. That's much better. The camera's not trying to over focus the thing. It was like trying to see it going, yeah, I can't do that. Hey, good for you, watching YouTube. That's actually not bad length. Let's do that on both coils. There we go, Mick. I'm doing this just for you. I'm not using the coily tool. Mick was like, I would get a coily tool from Scuba, but it might take me 2 years to get it. Which is true.
Polly said the shipping from the States is like super slow. It takes years.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
You didn't
Long as
give
I
an
can-
excuse.
As long as I can stay on camera. Okay, that's in there.
He's not using the coily tool because he don't know where he put it. It's possible.
How you like that?
What?
I guess you might
Oh,
want
you
to check
just
the screen.
slap it down on the.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I grabbed it. I didn't.
I didn't
lose the
say it.
coily
I was
tool.
reading what was in chat.
Oh. Y'all thought I didn't know where it was? What? I just used it a minute ago.
Just slap that shit down with an attitude.
Well, you don't want to say he's not using it because
I read it out from chat. I didn't say
well,
it.
that's for them too.
You know you wouldn't have got an attitude with them.
I didn't do an attitude. What I did
You-
just because I
you
popped it on the
did.
table.
No, because the look
Jeez.
on your face, you're just like, you didn't say nothing. You just slapped that bitch down.
Trying to get these kind of evened out. And I haven't even fired them yet, so just want to get them kind of, there we go. That looks pretty good there. I still don't think that's close enough to burn that. Oh, the lead comes up right there. And then the coil, look how close that is. But I mean, that should be far enough away to where it doesn't burn that insulator. I don't get it, man. And I don't want my coils really far away from the airflow. If you put it really far away from the airflow, you lose flavor. So screw that. I'll stick with it the way it is and just deal with it. You put the coils too far away and it's just, you lose all the flavor, and that's the whole purpose of vaping this thing. So it's showing 0.12 right now, but that's definitely going to change. See what we get as we fire this. So that one's starting to heat up right off the bat. We'll give it a little strum and strum this one. There we go. I'll give a couple of these a pinch. That's definitely got a hot spot in it. Much better, but this side's firing faster, so I'm going to squeeze this one. Fire it again.
You can look at it.
Got a hot spot.
Careful though.
Now I need to tighten these back up. Like I said, once you get that wire red hot like that, go back and double check all your posts. Make sure they're tight, because you'll get one firing faster than the other one if all your leads aren't tight. Now I got them tight.
No, I'm
boom.
vaping some.
That one's a
mystery
little
juice.
bit quicker, just a little bit quicker. So I'm just going to give this a squeeze. And there we go. There's a spot on the money now. Just a couple of little tricks to, get these things to fire at the same time. Why does that one look like it has a gap in there? That does not look like a gap when I'm looking at it. But up close on camera, it looks like there's a slight gap. I swear I'm looking dead at it with my eyeballs, and I don't see any gap. Okay. Let me let that cool back off just a second. I'm definitely going to need a new piece of cotton now. I don't think. Where is it?
Quick,
What?
it's on his way. Go pretend you're asleep.
Yes, I have Muji. Got Muji.
Katie just asked the girls, "Do you want to go in your room and pretend you're asleep before Daddy gets home, so you don't have to scratch his back?"
Smart.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's got company, right? Well, it doesn't mean he's not going to abandon him and go, "I'm going to bed."
Yeah.
Okay, cotton is cut. You
Can
just
you
don't,
sit
you
there
want to
on the
make
side of
sure
my
you
head?
wait long enough
Yep.
for your coils to cool down before you go throw cotton in there, or you will have burnt cotton. Yeah. You don't want burnt cotton. Burnt cotton bad.
Okay.
Burnt
Well,
cotton bad. Anyways, all right. Wow. Messing up my cotton tear. Doesn't usually happen. That's right. It all still goes back together and vapes in the same place, right? Get this back on camera a little bit. Yeah, that one definitely has a little bit of a gap in there, but you know what? Like I said, I like having space coils on RTAs because it allows the juice to get in there better. That's only one little gap. Could have did that when I was putting the coil in there, not paying attention. There we go. Same thing, right against the base, cut.
that is
Right
a good
against
color.
the base, cut.
But Scuba would like that color too. Scuba blue.
Well, Howard, come on, man.
That was probably mine, Howard.
Sometimes you got to burn stuff a little bit before it tastes good, you know?
Hey, it works for pork roasts and stuff. Why not coil?
I like my barbecue ribs to have a little bit of that bark on there.
There's a restaurant in Virginia Beach where you can buy nothing but the burnt ends. It's good shit.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
bait bark, barbecue bark. Have a bark day.
I would prefer barbecue bark because I've never sucked a piece of flaming barbecue bark in my throat and burned my throat like the
That
vape
could
bark.
hurt a lot. That could hurt a lot.
Yeah. Well, the vape bark, that'll leave a blister if you suck a piece of that off your coil and it's hot.
Okay, side done. Pop this side in. I'm kind of disappointed myself. I haven't even finished my first drink yet. I haven't even got to take a drink of it.
I'm on
I've just
drink
been
number
going
2.
at it. I'm sure you are, but I have not. So that's probably why I'm not talking as much as I usually do. I usually have much more of a drink. Let me try
Well,
and refocus
good.
that.
If you're sober, then that means you can rub my neck when we're done because my neck really.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to play like I'm asleep too.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
No. Right, timekeeper?
Get. Lots of content. Well, thanks, timekeeper. I'm trying. Alls I have down here to vape juice wise, well, I could use this, but then Munchkin won't have any juice to vape it since she's using
Hi.
it. And I'm still vaping this, by the way. This tougher cookie. Actually vaping really good. Time to turn it up. All right, Howard, let's turn it up. Man, I went and looked on I'm neither a PlayStation fanboy or Xbox fanboy, and I've seen a lot of videos where there's some serious crybaby Sony fanboys because of all the stuff that Xbox is doing. And you know what? Oh, well, fine, cry about it. But Walmart yesterday had a release of PlayStation 5 starting at 3 p.m. Eastern all the way till about 4:30 Eastern. Every 10 minutes it would all of a sudden be in stock. Before I could even click it and get it in my cart, they were sold out every 10 minutes. And I'm like, this is bull crap, man. The bots are ridiculous on those sites. They need to have something where you have to click it to be human or something or answer a question, because the bots buying up the PlayStations as fast as they hit the store is ridiculous. But yeah. There we go. Let's get this. Oh man, that Nilla Nuts. Woohoo! Smelling good right now. See, that's nice, clean cotton. That's what it should look like. Shouldn't be vaping no
Gonna
burnt
make the
looking
whole
stuff.
house smell like your nuts.
Yes. In the territory.
Well, you'd think that the bots, that it wouldn't be that big of a thing, and not to mention a lot of them were being bought for Bitcoin mining operations, which does not seem to be all that popular right now. So that's kind of weird that they're still buying them all out, because from what I understand, lots of them still have a bunch of them in stock that they can't get rid of now. That bought a bunch of them and are trying to sell them for $900 a piece. I don't want anything that bad that I'm going to pay double the price and buy it off eBay. Screw that.
That O-ring tried to escape.
You like this shoes?
Okay, the O-ring's back in there now. What I was trying to do is get the juice flow turned off. There we go. So I can fill this thing up. That camera's way too close. I mean, I know y'all want to see it, but dadgum, that's ridiculous right there.
Hey, Addie.
Addie, how goes it? You missed all the technical stuff, Addie. We were showing about the Prey mod, which me mistakenly had the title named the Purge mod, which if I was Purge, I'd have been like, that's not our damn mod. But they'll never see it, so who cares? You can see right down in there to the coils, too. There's the coils. That top cap is something serious. Now let's open up the juice flow, and then I shut it back down some. It's already bubbling up right there. Bloop. some water or something. I spilled some juice. Who knows? Hopefully none comes out pouring out of the bottom of this mod, because that would be very unfortunate. Well, there could be some, because I did wash this out with water. So I don't think any juice is going to come pouring out, though. I think I got past that part.
That would be nice, Dolores.
What would be nice?
Outlawing
Outlaw
scalpers,
scalpers.
but
Yeah.
I mean, where would you draw the line of where you become just, if I have the money to buy 2 or 3 and decide that I want to be able to sell one?
The problem with it
Yeah.
is right now it's too profitable for them
Mhm.
not to scalp them. So they're buying them up because they're able to resell them at such a high value. If there was more stock, which I know there can't be because of the short of the silicon chips,
Mm-hmm.
if there was more on the market, then the profit level would come way down and the scalping wouldn't be an issue. They would all, they would sell for normal factory price and wouldn't have a problem getting one, but it's not going to happen. Woo, that's with the airflow wide open. I don't like running this atomizer with airflow wide open. I actually turn it down to just a quarter of the way open, which I know is hard to see on black, but it's just a quarter of the way open.
We believe you.
Woo. That's good right there. Nice clean flavor. I'm not getting that what juice am I vape? You know your coils are too crusty when you vape it and you go, what the hell juice is that? You like, I don't know. What am I vaping right now?
John Q, everyone should have the right to buy one and sell them. But the companies, I think, if they
they're
wanted
not buying
to,
one. They're buying
they could stop the bots. You know what I mean? They really could. It just, they have other protections set up shit around Christmas time where you can only buy one of something at a time. So there's no reason to do it or not to do it now, except for the fact that they clearly don't want to.
Now this is the thing. Walmart, you couldn't add more than one to cart. You could only buy one.
Becca, my camera is really clear. If you see it in Zoom, it's crystal clear. It just doesn't come up on the broadcast that way.
This is a face cam it's different. It's Elgato's new camera, so she needs a better camera herself. I'm not even, this is going from here to Zoom back onto the broadcast. If it was just straight my camera, actually, I don't know what would happen.
She's not talking about you, dear. She's talking about my camera.
I know.
And I
I'm wondering
said
what would
that my
happen.
camera is crystal clear. If we had reversed it and I was the one broadcasting, he'd be blurry.
Yeah, it won't do it because I'm still in Zoom. It won't. I was trying to turn on my camera by itself straight, but it won't let me do that because it's still seeing me in Zoom. I would have to turn off my camera in Zoom, then turn it on here. But then you couldn't see me and you'd be like, oh, I don't even know who I'm talking to. You could hear me, but you couldn't see me. Now I'm at the point of needing another drink. With 6 minutes to go. Great.
No,
so far,
I don't try to go after stuff that I know I can't get.
If there's any change, guys, now, I know we did a bunch of tests on this Prey mod earlier. I do have the battery in upside down. I'm going to let this sit overnight, and I'm going to try to vape this again tomorrow. If the battery's dead, then I know that this thing has some kind of battery leakage. If it doesn't die, then just flipping the battery over may be something to get past part of the problem. But until QP comes out with a new design for the top cap, and I'm hoping that's all they do, is just go, hey, everybody that owns this mod, send us a picture or proof that you own that mod, and we'll send you out a new top cap. That would be the most cost efficient for them. And then we can get everything safe for everybody. And then they can sell them again if they want. But these were supposed to be limited edition anyway. They only made 550 of these, so it ain't like there's a lot. See you, Cloud Chucker. We're behind you pretty soon. I did start 5 minutes early. I could end 5 minutes early, but I'm not going to do that. I will wait till.
Hi, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, I'm fuzzy.
It's Munchkin. It's fuzzy. She does mess with her camera settings. I don't know what she does, but that may be
But
why
if you look at me in Zoom, it's crystal clear.
Let
It's
me
the
see in Zoom.
broadcast.
It does look better in Zoom.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm stretching you out or anything.
He's
Am I going to try to return the prey?
that did not sound right, dear. Just
The
saying.
what?
No.
I don't know if I can, DeMillan. That is questionable. I could see
Right, Addie.
I can't
He
leave till I
he
chug
didn't
that
even
drink.
catch
Howard,
it.
if I chug it right now, it'd be gone.
Whoosh,
I mean-
right over his head. Yeah, nearly took the whole show to get there. Yeah, everyone else got it.
It's empty, Howard. It's empty.
He doesn't even know what
I
he
usually
said.
have a couple. Speed test wise, I've noticed I did set up some mocha adapters on my network, so now I have Ethernet speed upstairs also. I don't know what we can see here. Let's share my screen and see what happens. Share screen. Let's do that. Is it showing my screen?
No.
Let me check on OBS. No, it is not. Oh, that doesn't work? Oh, I know how to do it. Let me not share my screen. That is not how you do it.
No.
Oh,
you
I
just
didn't hit share yet. Duh.
Capture another browser window.
How about now? Is it showing my screen?
Yes, now it is sharing. Well,
Okay.
hold on.
So,
I can see it. I don't know if everybody else can.
can
yes.
anybody see it? They can see it?
Wait, no, it's just blue. You need, instead of sharing your screen, just
Mhm.
open up another tab on your browser and share that.
How about I just go in OBS and just add
Yeah, you're gonna have to add a capture, but it's a browser capture. I can't remember what
you
it's
know
called.
it messes up Zoom, right? It's completely gone now off our broadcast. Every time I do this, it screws everything up. Add window capture. Let's do that.
It's not a window capture. Barking spider. That must be what bit my head.
It looks like it's working to me. All right. Let's see what this one does first.
All right, there you go.
See, the download is like not as fast as the upload, and I don't get it. I didn't mean to hit that button. I hit the wrong button. Now we got to wait for it to finish again. Want to see the upload speed. See the upload? 900 and something? Why is my download half the speed? I don't get it. 780 upload. So, and then if I go to, what is that site? InPerf. This one's actually I think a better quality.
DeMillan called you a
test.
show off, and John Cuse said, "Quit bragging on your speeds."
Oh, I'm not bragging. I'm complaining because I'm not getting the 1 gig per second that I'm
Excuse
supposed to
me,
be getting.
Jesus. Yes, call and complain because I'm paying for that.
See, this show's better. Yeah, 600 and something.
I know, right, Robert?
Look at that. That's only showing, well, now it's going up. 800 and something.
Complain, Brad,
I mean,
yeah.
and then the last one would be a speed test, and then we'll stop. We'll see what that one does.
Howard, it's always been backwards here for some reason. My upload
Yeah,
speed's always been
our
faster
uploads
than
are
the download.
always, yeah. But I mean, ever since I changed the channel on the router
No,
so
we
that the
don't. We
wireless
got
signal,
fiber
Yes.
optic dire thing.
yeah, yeah, the upload's always faster. Look at that; it's crazy faster. I wish if it was 800 both ways, I'd call that great. But the 500 is a little low on the download. I mean, maybe it's because it's the weekend. But it's when I had the router running just by itself, it didn't do that. It was completely different.
Verizon dire thing.
Yep, Verizon Fios. All right, let me fix the zoom now, which I know what happens. Every time it does this, you got to go back and change this, and then you got to change it back like this, and then now it's fixed. There we go. Simple. Your upload is 3. Get him, John Q. I don't think you could broadcast at 3, though. I think you need like 11 upload speed to be able to broadcast. I don't know what the rate is. We're already past 10 o'clock. Look at there.
Mhm.
I do
Children
appreciate
are
everybody
taking
coming
off
out.
with
I
my
hope
shoes.
you didn't even come get your mod. I'm going to vape it.
No,
some
you can
more.
bring it up with you. That's a Boots. Hi, Bootsy cat.
That's the devil cat that likes scratching me.
She's not a devil cat.
That's a mean cat. Look, she can pet her, no problem. I can try to pet that cat, and it's like, meow. Bias's old time Warner backhaul. Wow.
I don't think we ever had Time Warner here.
Yeah. This is actually vaping really good. So, like I said, I'm going to check the Prey mod, see if this thing keeps the battery
Y'all be
charged.
careful so you don't break your necks, please.
I'm gonna watch this really carefully and make sure nothing happens, but it's never got
So I
warm
feel
or
the
anything.
same
The
thing
battery just
about
dies.
Comcast, Chunky.
And then yeah, Comcast, you now see the difference with cable and fiber optic is fiber optic you got a dedicated signal coming in. Cable, you're sharing the network with everybody else in the neighborhood. So if you got everybody else on cable, your speed's going to go down, 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 down. It kind of screws everything up. But y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there.
Good night.
Make sure if y'all need some help, Addie put plenty of links in chat. Check them out.
Mhm.
And we will catch you guys same time next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace out, guys.
Good night.